been a 24-ounce kind of day. So as you guys know, I have been writing my book about becoming the youngest person to travel to every country, which, by the way, you can get a free preview of in the description below. But I recently realized that I have been out of college for over 5 whole years now. And looking back on my experiences becoming an adult, I've been reflecting on how for all of our childhood, we grow up hearing all about college. It always felt like there was this specific kind of person who knew exactly what they wanted to do from birth, and they had it all mapped out after high school. What university they would attend, what age they would be when they graduated, what their careers would be, where they would live and work. Let's get one thing perfectly clear. I am not one of those people. Before I get started, please keep in mind that my perspective in this video is coming from someone who grew up in California. My life experience could be similar to those who live in countries with a similar education system and job market, but I do understand that these things vary a lot from country to country. Also, this video isn't meant to discourage you from attending college if that's the right decision for your life and your career path. It's meant to start a conversation about the options available to you before you just automatically enroll. And this is a conversation I know for a fact that some people never have. I have 3 strategies that I want to give you that might change your life when it comes to college. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I graduated from high school 2 years early by taking a program available in California for students who would like to accelerate their education by testing out of all of their classes and going straight into college. The catch to this program is that it's only valid if you receive some kind of college degree afterwards. So I started taking college classes at 16. Oops, I forgot my coffee. So during those 2 years, I went to a local community college and I loved taking a huge variety of different classes to see what I was interested in. And I didn't feel a massive amount of pressure because my tuition was relatively cheap, especially in comparison to other universities. About a month after my 18th birthday, I was sitting in my community college graduation, receiving my associate's degree in behavioral and social sciences with an honors in astronomy. You can definitely tell just by the title of my degree that I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I was so proud of that moment, especially because I had worked so hard to get there, but I was also a little deflated by the 20 other people in my small ceremony who had just graduated with the exact same degree. On paper, absolutely nothing made me unique from my peers, and I knew this was something that I would need to overcome in order to become successful in whatever it is that I would end up doing. I had been planning on taking a gap year since I was 12 years old. I'm very blessed to have parents who are both business owners and entrepreneurs that didn't need college degrees to build their successful careers, so they encouraged me to take some time away from education to learn what excited me in life. I worked and saved up religiously for 6 years to go backpacking, and it was only a few months into my gap year that I picked up my camera and started writing for the first time. And it was during this gap year that I thought of pursuing my world record for the first time, which changed the course of my life forever. But if I hadn't have paused in the normal rush of heading straight into getting my bachelor's degree like so many of my peers were pressuring me to do, I may have never had the opportunity to experience the world at a young age and realize what I wanted to do with my life. I'll never understand why we're expected to know what we're going to do with our lives when we've just graduated high school, or how it became normal to spend $20,000 to $40,000 $2,000 per year at a university while we're still unsure of what life might hold. It all feels so rushed. One of my main thoughts against going automatically into a 4-year degree as a teenager or someone in their early 20s is that people often decide to do this for the wrong reasons. Instead of the genuine desire to learn, they feel external pressures from their families, the society that they live in, or the media. I believe that the decision to invest in higher education should come from a genuine passion for a career path that requires you to do so. The first strategy that I would like to encourage young people to consider is to take a test run. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say that if you know what you want to do, but it requires a degree to do it professionally, you can take some time and learn everything you can about that subject on the internet first. Research it extensively, take all the online courses you can find, intern in that field. Then if you still love it, invest in your future and go to college for it. College at this point is a smart choice for you, and more importantly, it's a calculated decision. Also remember that this time off doesn't mean that you should just sit around and play video games and stall all day. But if you want to be a professional gamer, then by all means, play away. But my point here is just don't forget that due to the wonders of modern technology, everything you're ever going to learn in school exists on the internet for free or at a very low cost. Give yourself a preview before handing a college tens of thousands, if not over $100,000 of your money, your family's money, or student loan money that will haunt you for decades. And speaking of finding affordable alternative ways of learning new skills, I have some good news for you. Our friends at Skillshare are back to sponsor another video and help you guys learn new skills for free, which means it's time for this month's creative challenge. I shall be painting a modern masterpiece while telling you guys all about Skillshare. I just got a new blank canvas, so let's get started. So during my first semester of community college, I took an art class, and keep in mind that at the time I was considering majoring in fine art because I loved painting and I loved being creative. One of the first assignments we had was to draw a realistic sphere on top of a box. That doesn't sound like too big of a deal, right? So I did the assignment. I thought it went pretty well, but my college professor gave me a D+ on my sphere drawing, and that was the point in which I realized that getting a degree in drawing circles might not be exactly what I was cut out for. As it turned out, studying art in a college classroom setting took away a big part of my passion and sense of creative freedom. It wasn't that I didn't want to learn, it just wasn't the best way for me to learn. Fortunately, I recently started taking this painting class on Skillshare called Getting to Know Your Paint by Dylan Mierzawinski, and it's been so helpful for getting back into my creativity and actually enjoying it again. If you haven't heard of Skillshare, it's an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads, and it's always launching new premium classes. I actually started using Skillshare before I even became a YouTuber through a YouTube video much like this, and I still use it to this day. With unlimited access to thousands of inspiring classes on topics such as painting, freelancing, video, music, writing, and more, Skillshare gives the opportunity to explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and take the next step in your creative journey. Skillshare is also less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. Now, the best part is that the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in my description will receive a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership, which means that you get knowledge for free and it helps my channel out so much when you use my link to sign up. So if you want to keep these Skillshare challenges coming in the future, please click the link in my description and share this video with someone else who might be interested. And done. All right, it's still a little bit of a work in progress, but what do you think? Now that I have ignited my creativity thanks to Skillshare, let's jump back to the video. The second strategy that I would like to encourage young people to consider is attending college via an online university. Let's say you still don't know exactly what you want to do in your life, but you know that you want to have that 4-year college diploma on your resume to check that box. A great way to keep cost down is to attend an online college rather than an in-person college. Before 2020, online colleges were less common than they are now, and the stigma attached to online school has certainly gone down in recent months. Right now, students who are on campus are still taking all of their classes online anyway. Let me fill you in on a secret. An advantage of attending college online means that you can be studying anywhere in the world. This allows you to control your living cost and lifestyle. It also allows you to work more efficiently and at your own pace, so graduating early becomes an option. And at the end of the day, you're still getting the same diploma as these students who are paying a lot more money for in-person education. One perceived benefit from going to college in person is gaining connections with people who are working in your chosen industry, which is great, but nowadays never underestimate the power of social media and its limitless potential for networking. Nearly 100% of the people I've hired and been hired by was through some form of social media. The third strategy that I would love some young people to consider is that there are so many alternative sources of education for different career paths. So for instance, there are so many amazing jobs that don't require a 4-year degree, but instead some specialized training like going to trade school or getting different certifications or licenses, and in some instances just real world experience. I actually have a list of some amazing careers that don't require traditional 4-year degrees, so these will hopefully spark some ideas for you if you are currently searching for some inspiration. Salesperson, software developer, digital marketer, real estate agent, IT specialist, skilled trades such as plumber, electrician, locksmith, and automotive technician, etc., dental hygienist, commercial pilot, air traffic controller, flight attendant, home health aide, massage therapist, retail store manager, hairdresser, nail technician, esthetician, and skincare specialist, chef, fitness coach, insurance agent, firefighter or police officer, licensed practical and licensed vocational nurse, artist, photographer, or filmmaker. I could go on, but you get the idea. Of course, if you want to be a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer, you're going to need to go to university for that. But otherwise, there are tons of fulfilling careers that don't require 4-year degrees. So don't let people make you feel like you're out of options without a degree. So remember to give yourself time to learn about all of the things that you like, and especially all of the things that you don't like. It's never too late to change your mind and pivot your course. If you don't know what you want to do, try as many things as humanly possible. Work jobs you hate so you're motivated to find something you love. If you want to do something that doesn't require a degree, skip it and get to work. Get as uncomfortable and as close to the action as you can and get your hands dirty. And on that same note, if your passion requires college, then by all means, go to college. Just make sure that your college admission is a carefully weighted decision and not a reflex action that you take simply because you don't know what else to do with yourself. You may find that an online university accomplishes what you need just as well for a fraction of the cost. Or you may find that a trade school or some other form of education provides you with the knowledge you need to succeed in life. There is no one defined path towards success in life, so never be afraid of building your own path that works for you. But again, guys, this is all just my opinion based on my own life experiences up to this point. Who knows, maybe I'll go back to university at some point in life and get a higher degree for myself. But one thing I do know is that if I do choose that path, that it will be a calculated decision. I would also love to hear your thoughts on college in the comments below to keep this conversation going. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to press that like button and subscribe to my channel for weekly videos, and I will catch you next week.